Case, we need to remind you again, Thanksgiving is tomorrow and you might be getting some baking done today. But have you ever wondered what it takes to make the perfect pumpkin pie? We sent 5 News reporter Tiffany Lee to find out, and she's joining us live now with an expert. Hey, Tiffany.
Hey guys, good morning. Like I said, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so a lot of us were doing that last minute baking. So I came to meet up with one of the pros himself, Rick Boone with Rick's Bakery. He's going to tell us a little bit about how to make the perfect pumpkin pie. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. We're excited that you're here.
Oh, we're excited you're here. So,
yeah.
okay.
So can you kind of just start off talking about what ingredients you need for the perfect pumpkin pie?
Oh my gosh, it's all the way. It's every ingredient so special. It depends on the flour, which a lot of flours will work. But no, we think we're kind of special on our flours. And you know, we use cage-free eggs, which is kind of nice. You got to bring those to room temperature. And of course, your pumpkin you get. We don't make pumpkin, of course. We buy our pumpkin in, but that solid pat pumpkin is so important on the kind you use. And then, of course, a little sugar, a little brown sugar, and then we grind our spices, which makes it, kind of gives it our special touch.
And so just a quick walkthrough, and we're going to show y'all some steps to take in a little bit, but just when it comes to getting all those ingredients, what do you do from there?
Well, we get all the ingredients, and of course we have to, especially this year, we're having to order kind of ahead of time to make sure we have enough flour, because we'll go through 2,000 or 3,000 pounds of just flour. And then our eggs are hand delivered from a free-range egg place in Oklahoma. So they bring our eggs to us, and so we have egg crackers. You won't get to see that today, but we actually crack the eggs. And then we start by making our crust. And we take our flour and butter and sugar, and we blend it all together real lightly. Because to make a good crust, you don't want to over mix this. And then to keep it tender, what we've done is we have this machine, which you're going to be running here in a second.
Yes,
and showing what it does. It makes our crust without having to overwork a crust. I don't know if you know much about making pie crust or not. So
not yet,
but today you're going to learn.
Yes,
so
yes.
The less you do to it, the better it is.
Okay, and then for people that are kind of trying to do that last minute, a quick, what can they do? How long is it going to take them to make a pie? And then we're going to show them real quick how to do it.
Yeah, you know, your stuff, all your supplies are still at the store. So, and it's really basic ingredients, which is real nice. So you can run the store, you know, and look up for a pie recipe, pie shell recipe, and you know, get your flour and your butter and your sugar and your eggs and a touch of salt and a little bit of milk, and you've got a nice crust.
Okay, guys, well, we're going to show you real quick how they make the crust here at Rick's Bakery.
So we're going to take our pie and a bunch of crust all together, and you're going to put it in the machine.
Put it right here.
That's it.
Okay, so you hold it down, he said, for 3 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And then boom, you've got the perfect pie crust right here.
Look at that, how quick you learn. I mean, incredible.
Incredible. All right, well, coming up on your 5 News at 5:30, we will tell you what ingredients you need, show them what you need, and how you're going to make those to make the perfect pumpkin pie. Stay with us. So if you were tuned in just a few minutes ago, we made the perfect crust, and now it's time to make the perfect pie filling. I'm here with Rick Boone with Rick's Bakery, the expert himself, and we're going to walk you through how to do this. And if I can do it, trust me, y'all can do it too. Thank you so much for doing it.
You'll be great at it. Come on.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
But can you just kind of walk us through exactly what these ingredients are, and then we're going to show you all step by step what you need to do while he's telling us the ingredients.
Sure. So we're going to start off with some solid pat pumpkin, which makes it kind of real nice. And you want a good solid, but you want just a little bit, so it kind of a little bit of juice to it makes it good. Then we're going to add our eggs, but you're going to start cracking the eggs.
We practiced a little bit before.
So.
Okay, you said the trick is lightly. Already messed it up.
Oh, you're doing
and
perfect.
Fingers in the middle. Do it so you crack 6 eggs, and then what do you do from there?
So we're going to take our eggs and put it in here, and we're going to whisk it, and it'll kind of break the whites and the yolks up and kind of blend it together.
Oh, we already made a mess.
Uh-oh, that's okay.
Mom, Dad, hope you're not watching. Promise, I do good in the kitchen at home.
Yeah.
Okay, so once we crack this, we pour that in.
Yeah, just kind of pour that in.
Okay.
Here's your tool.
Okay.
So what you're going to want to do is break each one of these yolks up. You're going to hit them.
Okay.
And then you're going to swirl it. There you go.
Okay.
Now you're going to start mixing the eggs and the pumpkin together.
Okay.
And she's a wild girl. Okay.
Okay. From there, what do we do?
Okay. So once we start getting those eggs kind of incorporated, this is just regular sugar and salt.
Okay.
And so we're going to slowly start adding our sugar to that.
Okay.
And you're just going to kind of keep mixing it. I'm going to help a little bit.
Perfect.
You're going to kind of mix that until it's kind of incorporated and all the liquid's kind of pulled into it.
Okay.
Look at that. You're doing really well.
So just
And
two
this-
more steps.
2 more steps.
Okay,
Simple.
awesome.
This is evaporated milk.
Okay.
So we have a combination of evaporated condensed milk. We blended it together already. Now I'm going to add that. You're going to do the same thing. You're just going to keep mixing.
Okay.
Didn't know you got to work out this morning, did you?
Yeah,
So,
don't even have to hit the gym before
Yep.
Thanksgiving now.
so yeah, the key is you want to mix this, but you want to mix it until just the milk goes away and it turns orange.
Okay.
And you can see it's almost going all the way away. Look at that. And then
that.
this is the secret ingredient. This is all our different spices.
Secret
Smell.
ingredient. Smells fantastic.
All right, so we're just going to mix that in. And I
Awesome.
need about half of that.
Okay, perfect. So you saw how to mix it, and then coming up in just a few minutes, we'll show you what to do once it's all mixed. Put it in that pie crust, and we'll show you what to do from there. All right.
Right.
Thank you so much.
You
Rick.
bet. It's fun.
And stay with us. We're having a great time here in the kitchen. Cover News where you live. Tiffany Lee, 5 News. So like you said, if you've been following along, we have been making the pumpkin pie all morning. I'm here with Rick Van with Rick's Bakery, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what we just showed y'all. We're kind of going to walk through what all is in this mix, and then we're going to pour it in and put it in the oven. Thanks for joining us, Rick. So what all went into this mix? And I know Laura wants to know about the special ingredients.
Oh,
we
the
have
little
over there.
ingredients, yes. So, and you mixed all this. So what we started with is solid packed pumpkin, and then what we did is we put the eggs in it and kind of whipped that together. That's kind of an important step to kind of get those eggs a little fluffy in there. And then we added our sugar, and then you spun that sugar, and you were working your arm off. And then we added the milk and a little bit of salt. And then we added the pumpkin pie spice, we call that. And what it is it's really simple, but it's cinnamon, ginger, cumin, nutmeg, and a little bit of ground cloves. And that's all there is to it. So
Awesome.
the ratios is kind of how you want to do it. So some people like a little more cinnamon, some people like a little more nutmeg.
Okay, well, perfect. Now you can make that perfect pumpkin pie since you know. Now we're going to pour it in the crust. You
Yep.
said that this is my job. You saw how I cracked eggs. It might be a
Yeah,
mess.
this is, yep, here we go.
But we're going to give it our best shot. So how much do we need to fill it up to?
Well, you probably want to go a little bit more and stop about there.
Okay.
And then we got it. So you don't make a mess.
Okay.
Then we're going to do that again.
So you fill it up almost to the top.
Yes.
Like 3/4 of the way, you'd
Yeah,
say?
almost to the very top. Because
Like-
pumpkin pie doesn't really rise, just barely a little bit.
It's like right there?
Well, we're going to scrape the rest and kind of finish the pies and balance them out.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna
Look at
keep
that. I don't even
going.
see any mess on the table. I mean,
Wow.
you know,
You're doing a great job, guys.
you are a great job.
5 News, you might want to watch out. They might be hiring me. Okay, so once we've done that,
Okay, we're going to put those on these trays.
okay, we put them on the tray. Oh, we
Oh,
almost made a
yeah,
mess there.
almost.
All right, so from here,
We're
we take
gonna-
them to the oven.
We're going to take the
What
oven.
do we set the oven on?
The oven, we start out at 400 degrees
Okay.
for 10 minutes. Then after 10 minutes, we drop it down to 360.
Okay,
So at home, you're going to bake them a little bit hotter because our ovens are commercial, so they run a little bit hotter. So do you want to carry this to the oven, or you want me to carry it?
okay, I'll attempt
You
it.
carry
I'll
it.
attempt to carry it.
I'll
Okay.
open the oven doors. So how's that?
All right, so what is the tip to putting it in without making a mess?
Okay, you're going to set it right on the door,
Okay,
and then the inside racks come around. So as soon as this next rack comes up, you're just going to slide it right in.
all righty. Okay, so once people put the pie in, what do they need to do from there? How often do they need to check it?
You don't check it.
You don't check
You don't
it?
check it. You just cook it.
All righty.
Yeah, there you go. Don't put
Okay.
anything on. So just like that.
All righty.
All right.
Perfect.
We set the timers, and we're good to go.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank y'all so much. We're going to have a little update here in a minute to see how that pie turned out. So stay with us because I think it's going to be good. It's gonna
I think it's going to be awesome.
All right. Hey guys, good morning. If you've been following along, I'm here with Rick Boone at Rick's Bakery, and we've been making the perfect pumpkin pie. So we've put in all the ingredients, we put it in the oven, and now it's time to finally take it out, see how we did. A little nervous about it, but I think it's
I'm
gonna be
excited.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first step to getting it out of the oven, put on the oven mitts, very important. And then you come around, and these look done to us. So don't forget, you have to put these in about 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm gonna take them over here. Don't forget to close the oven though.
That's my job.
Yes, that's his job. So then from there, you need to let them cool. About how long would you say?
I would say at least an hour because you want the heat. We're going to put whipped cream on top. If they're too hot, whipped cream melts.
Okay, so not good. So we're gonna take one that's already cooled off, it's already had the chance. We're gonna put whipped cream on it, but if you wanna do this at home, not everyone's gonna have a fancy bag like this. What can they do?
Well, you can either get the Cool Whip and do it by a spoon. You can buy the can. I'm sure you love the can at home. You can
yes, very easy, very easy.
And you can make all sorts of different patterns and stuff. You can actually get these bags at the store, and you could actually put Cool Whip in it, or make your own whipped cream, and then get creative.
Okay.
So, and we
we
want
go.
you to get creative.
We're getting creative.
We
So
did a little practice run.
we did a practice run. So what are the decorating tips for people at home? What do
So,
we do here?
if you're asking me, I love pumpkin pie and I love whipped cream.
Am I doing this right?
you're doing great.
Okay, sorry to interrupt there.
Yep. Remember, a little slower and a little more pressure.
Okay.
There
so-
we go.
Sorry, back to the decorating
That's all
tips.
right. So I just like, you can't really mess up the whipped cream on top. I mean, more the merrier, right?
Right.
So, I mean, it's Thanksgiving.
There we go.
So-
Okay, so maybe hold the bag at the top.
There you go.
That
you got the
helps a little
squeeze.
bit.
Yeah.
So the trick, what is the trick for people at home? Because I'm not exampling this very well.
So the trick is slow, squeeze hard, twist and pull.
Okay.
There you go. Squeeze, twist, around and up.
Okay.
Round it up, just like that. So
Okay.
look at you.
All
You'll be
right.
an expert, another 400 pies, and you'll be ready to go.
Okay, perfect. And so what are the tips just when it comes, quick bullet points of making a pumpkin pie? What are the things that people need to know?
Really is your crust. You know, you really want a good flaky crust. You don't want to overwork the crust.
Sure, show it off.
Oh yeah, show it off. Look at that beautiful job. I think she did an awesome job. And then, you know, your filling, you know, you want to mix it, but not over mix it. People like to mix it too much a lot of times. And then the pie, cook it right, bring it out, let it cool, and then top it with cream and cut and enjoy it.
Okay, awesome. Well, I mean, I think we did a good job, and you
Yeah.
too can make this at home. Brooke was telling me if your pie just turns out to be a disaster.
Yeah. Come see us. We'll be glad to take care of you.
They're
We
still
have pies
taking 'em.
all day long. We're making them all day long.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for that. And hey, you can make a pie like this. We hope you followed along. And we'll have a web story on it later where you can see just how you do it step by step. Thank you so much,
You bet.
Rick, for coming out here this morning, early in the morning. They're working hard here at Rick's Bakery to have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving as well.
Thank you very
Covering
much.
news for you, Liv. Tiffany Lee, 5 News.